and welcome back to Hollow Acres Homestead. My name is Stephanie, and what I am doing this evening is preparing my seed starting stuff for tomorrow. So I went ahead and organized and grabbed everything and put it all together, and I wound up with 2 baskets, so I need to get a bigger basket to put my stuff in. In this basket I have my gloves, a baggie of irrigation things, a couple of these what are supposed to be biodegradable potting bags, but they don't degrade, so you know those. Another thing I have in here is my soil blocker. This is a 1.5 by 1.5 inch square. There are 8 on this in total. I need to apply some lubricant to the spring here because it screeches. I also have a little sun hat in here. And this basket is my seeds and dibblers. I have 3 garden dibblers in here. Yeah. These are seeds that I just got in the mail. I have gone through them, but I've not put them with all of the other seeds. So this is my Baker Creek order. This is from My Gardener. And this is from the seed store. Now the way that I have my seeds organized is I have them in this basket in individual baggies based on their plant families. This is a bag of flowers, not really with a plant family, but these are all flowers. Brassicas and greens, lettuces, cabbages, those type of things, spinach. Pumpkin, squash, and gourds. I have so many of those seeds that I needed to give them their own quart-size Ziploc. And these are herbs, culinary and medicinal. Legumes, beans, cucumbers, peas. There's some squash in there. I see some zucchini. Nightshades, peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, okra, those things. These are basil flowers that I pulled off of the plants last year, so seeds that I have saved from last year, and I didn't even separate them. I just put the entire dried flower in the bag, and I've got a whole bunch of little seeds down at the bottom and in the flowers. These are labeled as rooters, so anything that grows in the ground, it would be carrots, radishes, beets, onions, shallots, rooters, rooting vegetables. These are extra bags and some business cards. These are all peanuts, Bailey's jumbo peanuts. Here, these are a mixture of beans and radish seeds from my garden last year. Very lazily about it, just put it in a couple of different Ziploc bags and put them in a big one. I also have some little food jars of some saved seeds, an assortment of beans. This one, I think I got this in a gift basket. It says Culinary Trio Salad Mix, tomato, lettuce, kale. No variety brand, just your basic whatever. TJ Maxx is what it says. TJ Maxx says. Let's see. Bell peppers. Here I have a rooting hormone. This helps with propagation. Oh, and I have, this bag is fruits. I'm seeing some melons, a lot of melons, bean, cherry, tree, which I did start separating out the seed from the pit on some of those fruits in here. And then medicinal and tea herbs. This pack here has 25 different seeds. My husband got me this for my birthday. That was so wonderful. So I plan on having quite a lot of herbs and teas that I'm growing this year. Let's go over the seeds that I just got to add to my seed repertoire. We'll start with the seed store. What I'm going to do is just take all of the seeds, put them in designated piles. Then I'm going to get I have an inventory list where I keep all of my seeds written down. I'm going to add what I ordered and then put it all away. This looks like, oh, it looks like I put some random seeds in here. Okay, so we got red yarrow. This would go with the herbs. Sweet baby watermelon with fruit. Burning bush. This is not really flowers, but I think I would put that with the flowers. These are unlabeled giant Magnolian sunflower seeds. Okay, I labeled this giant Magnolian sunflowers. These I got them because it said that they can have up to 24-inch heads, which I thought was stinking awesome. Giant plants. I'm going for a lot of giant plants this year. Put that with the flowers. Now let's open the package from M.I. Gardener. And this is more seeds than the last one. So I have the New Mix Joe Parker pepper. This is supposed to be a big roasting pepper, so I'm excited to try this one. Put it with the nightshades. The Jersey Devil tomato. I got this specifically to make ketchup with. Supernova tomato. This is similar to that of Aroma tomato, so I wanted to try some sauces with that one. This is the Scarlet Kale. This is a purple kale. I got this because it was purple. Yeah, I wanted purple kale. This is St. John's wort. This is a medicinal herb. Where is the herbs? Right in front of my face. Okay. This is fenugreek. This is also an herb, medicinal. Cinnamon basil. I've never grown cinnamon basil. This will be the first year. Dark opal basil. I was low on seeds. I have to grow purple basil. It's my favorite. And then the Oswald eggplant. I have not grown this before. This is the very wide, the big eggplants. So I wanted one of those big ones. The nightshade there. And now onto the Baker Creek seeds. Isn't that just the cutest? Alrighty. Here we have Brad's Atomic Tomato. I tried so hard to grow this last year. I could not get any fruit from it. I had to order more seeds. Trying again. This is the Get Stuff tomato. This looked interesting to me. It's very, very thick-walled. If nobody eats a stuffed tomato, as far as like my kids go, I think that this will be just fine for making sauces and paste with because of how thick-walled it is. Cherokee purple tomato. I was only able to get one of my plants to survive last year, and then it died right before I got the fruit. So I'm trying that again this year. This is the Luchauer paprika pepper. This is the paprika pepper. I wanted to make my own ground paprika, hence the pepper. This is the jalapeno pepper. It has all of the flavor of the jalapeno with none of the spice. These are purple potted pole beans. This came with more seeds than I even realized. Normally you only get 20. This came with 40. Purple potted pole beans. I'm excited for these. I love purple things, if you haven't caught on by now. Legumes. Legumes. This is the jade bean. It is a bush bean. It's supposed to be stringless. I got this for canning. Last year I grew a lot of Blue Lake pole beans. Even though they said they were stringless, they were not stringless. And I don't think that they canned up very well. I did not like the texture after it had been canned, and it very stringy. So I got the jade bean for that this year. Baker Creek also sent me some free seeds. It was so nice. This is the bok choy. I'll put that with brassicas. And then the spoon tomato. This is the smallest tomato in the world. That's adorable. The kids are going to love growing this one. Or at least eating it. Now onto the flowers, and we're almost done. This is the Queen Lime Zinnia, green zinnia. Flowers, yeah, that was right. This is the Bachelor Buttons Fireworks Blend. It is a blend of red, white, and blue bachelor buttons. And I did get these specifically for 4th of July bouquets. This year I am planning on selling flowers, so this is kind of going towards what I have been accumulating over the last couple of years for flower seeds. Jet Black Hollyhock. These grow to be 6 or 7 feet tall and have these giant striking black flowers, and I'm so excited to grow this. Love that. And the last one is the Pink Senorita Zinnia. This is like a cactus zinnia. They're very large. I don't much care for pink flowers, but I like these. I think they're really cool looking. So. What? Hi there. Here I have my seed inventory list now that I have organized everything out and showed you everything I got. I probably should put this on the computer. Yeah, but you know. My papers, there's holes in them. I probably need to switch these. Maybe I'll find the time to do that. Okay, so my seed inventory, there's no way you're going to be able to read this. It's in, this side is orange gel pen, and then we got some purple. Like every page is a different color gel pen because I love gel pens. So you're not going to be able to see that. But this whole page is brassicas. I need to add the bok choy. And then we have scarlet kale. All right, I'm going to go ahead and write all of this down, and I will be back with you very quickly. All right, now that I have all of that written down, why do I do the whole inventory thing? Yes, it's a whole lot of extra work, but I do it because I can never remember literally anything, and you might think that I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. I cannot remember things, so I have to write everything down in order for me to remember it. Now, this helps me whenever it comes to garden planning, figuring out what seeds I'm starting, where I'm putting certain things. So having the inventory list works for me. I probably should put it on the computer on account of my papers having holes in them now. So, you know, I might make the time to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start putting everything back away. And this is exactly how I store my seeds. I put them in this basket and I store them inside, under my bed actually. That's where they go. That's their home. Oh, I didn't put these away. It's so full. There are many ways that you can store your seeds. You can go out and purchase, a lot of people are putting their seeds in these 4x6 photo holder containers. You can do that. They're typically retail price around $30 right now. This works for me. You know, I don't have to go out and spend $30. I probably should get a bigger, you know, basket. But I like the basket. I like carrying my stuff in the basket. I leave my stuff inside. I never leave my seeds outside. Another good way to store your seeds is if you have the extra freezer space. Now, I don't have the extra freezer space to store this in, but if you have that, you can store your seeds in the freezer. I also do have a bag of seeds in my freezer because the seeds that are in my freezer require a cold satrification process. Satrification or stratification? It's one of them. And now what that means is that certain seeds require a 3 to 6 month cold satrification or stratification. I'll put the right one here on the screen. Well, they require that in order for them to get past their dormancy. Some of which you have to put either in soil or in a moist paper towel in the freezer so that it can break dormancy. For example, a couple seeds would be lavender, rosemary, cherry tree seeds, bluebonnets. There's a whole lot more. Off the top of my head, I can only think of 4, but there's a lot more. If this is your first year gardening and you are wondering where do you get all the seeds from, well, you saw I got from M.I. Gardener. There's Baker Creek Seeds. There's the seed store. You can get seeds on eBay. House tools, your big box stores like Lowe's, Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. I mean, at this time of year, we are at the end of February now, you're going to start seeing a whole lot of gardening stuff pop up. And it's only going to be sale for a short amount of time. Now, before I sign off, I did want to say one more thing. Whenever it comes to your seeds, if you look on the back of your seed package, it will have a sell-by date or an expiration date. That does not mean that the seeds expire. Your seeds don't expire. They will last a very, very, very long time. It is required by law for seed companies to put a sell-by date on their packages. The seeds that they put in those packages can only be sold that year, and then they cannot be sold anymore. That does not mean that they are bad seeds. It just is what the law is. So you don't need to be worried about planting expired seeds because they're not expired. The germination rate might go down. They might not all germinate, but they'll still germinate. You're still going to get a plant, the same plant that is written on your seed packet. Tomorrow is officially 6 weeks until our last frost date, so I am going to be starting so many seeds. Come join me in the next video while I start a whole bunch of seeds. It might not be the most entertaining kind of content, but for people who live in the northern climates and are not starting seeds right now, some people really enjoy just watching people start seeds, so that's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next time here on Hollow Acres Homestead.